Hi everyone, I'm Linda Fullman and I'm an Allstate agency owner. I'm also known as the insurance lady. And so I don't know about you, but one of the biggest challenges that I have faced as an agency owner is identifying and hiring great staff. Now, I started my career off of over 20 plus years ago in human resources for a hospital chain. And so over the years in that life, I've used a wide variety of personality assessments because I believe that it's really important to be able to understand the personality of an individual that you are looking to hire, right? Sometimes, many times, you can't just use a interview because sometimes the people that interview the best are just well rehearsed. It doesn't mean that they're going to be a great performer. And so that's really important to find out the personality of that individual. And as many of you already know, your best performers have a mix of different personalities. We can call them hunters, nurturers, salespeople, service people. But in any of those roles, they kind of cross over. Some of your best service people have an element of sales in them. And that means that they can readily identify cross sales and help in that endeavor. Your best salespeople, they're closers, but they also have an ability to create relationships very quickly, nurture those relationships, but much quicker. So you're trying to find that perfect balance depending upon the size of your agency and who's going to best serve your agency in that respect. So I've investigated a wide variety of personality assessments, and that cuts down on my time in terms of how many people I have to vet in terms of resumes and interviews and so forth, because your time is valuable and it's limited during the day. Looked at Caliper, Myers-Briggs, Omni, Ideal Traits, DISC, and one of my favorite ones is called Intermetrics Talent Profile. And it's I get it through a company called Agency Vault. And what I love about it is actually it's designed for our field, and it actually measures people in several different areas. And one of the let me give you a list of some of the things that it will diagnose. From 1 to 10, how good someone is. Establishing rapport, diagnosing needs, overcoming objections, building value, time management, their ability to be persuasive, their closing skills, how well they're going to fit into an organization, measures their integrity and accountability levels. I don't know about you, but all those things are pretty important to me when I am looking to hire someone or potentially hire someone. And so what I have found over the years is there's individuals that study the internet and know how to cheat on these various personality assessments, or they've learned, how to kind of tweak the program a little bit in their favor. And one of the things with this particular program or this personality assessment is that at the end of the assessment, there's an attribute index, and it gives two statistics, and if they're in alignment, it'll tell you, if they're correlated, like at 95% or 90%, and both of those numbers that they give you, those percentages, are pretty closely in line. It's telling you that it's a pretty authentic number to run by. And it's also going to tell you whether or not someone's trying to cheat the system or tell you what they think they want you to hear. So I like that because I've found that it's been fairly accurate for me. Some of the things that I found before is someone that, interviewed extremely well and had a background in sales and was a great closer. When I looked at their integrity level, yes, they're great closers, but they'll close at any cost. It means that they don't mind skirting the rules to achieve a result, which gets you into trouble. I learned that the hard way because I did have some great producers, but they also didn't have any great integrity. I'm sure we've all, met some of those individuals over time. I've also met people that, were also quote unquote sales, had great motivation, had great, other skills, but poor ability to overcome objections. and it would just stop them. And this red flagged me in terms of their level of confidence, that all these other areas that looked good, they were great talkers, but it uncovered some issues in terms of their confidence level, and so they really weren't going to be the best closers. But on paper, on other tests that I used with them, it showed that they were awesome. And so when I found that within this personality assessment, I decided to give them a couple of phone interviews with some objections. They could not overcome some easy ones. So again, it saved me money and in bad hires. So as you're looking out at some of these different personality assessments, really important to see if it's going to test for those things that you're specifically wanting to test for. I've used a wide variety of them. I've had to kind of, figure out what it is that I want to test for, and trying to save a little bit of money. I'm going, for you as an agency owner and someone in this field, shop around, but give this one a check. It's inexpensive, but it's highly effective, and it's very specific for our industry, and I think you'll find that it's really helpful. Give me a shout out too if you ever want to connect, and I can kind of share some of the things that I've seen personally, and answer questions for you as well. Hope that was helpful. I'm Linda Fullman, and I'm the Insurance Lady. Take care, everyone. Happy insurance selling.